Welcome to Kenya Grand Topics. Join us as we journey through the rich and diverse history of Kenya, a land where ancient traditions meet modern innovation. From the early days of indigenous communities and the thriving Swahili Coast, to the era of colonial rule and the fight for independence, and the courageous struggle of the Mau warriors leading to freedom. Kenya Grand Topics, your window into the heart of Kenya's history, culture, and progress. Kenya's history is rich and diverse, marked by various significant events and developments. Here's an overview. Pre-colonial period. Early inhabitants. The region now known as Kenya has been inhabited by various indigenous communities for thousands of years. Early inhabitants included Cushitic-speaking people, followed by Bantu-speaking communities and Nilotic groups. Swahili Coast. By the 1st century AD, Arab and Persian traders had established coastal settlements. This led to the rise of the Swahili civilization, which thrived on trade between Africa, the Middle East, and Asia. Colonial period, Portuguese influence. The Portuguese were the first Europeans to explore Kenya's coast, beginning with Vasco da Gama's arrival in 1498. They established control over coastal towns, but were eventually expelled by Omani Arabs in the 17th century. British colonization. The British began to establish control over Kenya in the late 19th century. By 1895, Kenya became a British protectorate, and in 1920, it was declared a British colony. The construction of the Uganda Railway, 1896 to 1901, facilitated British control and economic exploitation. Struggle for independence. Mau Uprising. The push for independence gained momentum in the 1940s and 1950s. The Mau Rebellion, 1952 to 1960, was a key event where mainly Kikuyu fighters waged a guerrilla war against British colonial rule. The uprising was brutally suppressed, but it marked a significant step towards independence. Independence. On December 12, 1963, Kenya gained independence from Britain. Jomo Kenyatta, a leading figure in the independence movement and a member of the Kikuyu ethnic group, became the first prime minister and later the first president. Post-independence era. Jomo Kenyatta's presidency, 1963 to 1978. Kenyatta's government focused on nation building, but it was also marked by political repression and the consolidation of power. Daniel Arap Moi's presidency, 1978 to 2002. Following Kenyatta's death, Vice President Daniel Arap Moi took over. His rule was characterized by corruption, economic decline, and increasing political repression. However, Moi also faced growing demands for political pluralism. Transition to multi-party democracy. In the early 1990s, internal and international pressure led to the reintroduction of multi-party politics. In 2002, Moi stepped down, and Mwai Kibaki was elected president in a peaceful transition of power. Recent developments. Mwai Kibaki's presidency, 2002 to 2013. Kibaki's tenure saw significant economic growth and infrastructure development. However, his re-election in 2007 led to widespread post-election violence, resulting in over 1,000 deaths and the displacement of hundreds of thousands. Uhuru Kenyatta's presidency, 2013-2022. Uhuru Kenyatta, son of Jomo Kenyatta, was elected president in 2013 and re-elected in 2017. His tenure was marked by efforts to combat corruption, improve infrastructure, and promote economic growth, but also by controversies and challenges such as accusations of electoral fraud. William Ruto's presidency, 2022-present. William Ruto was elected president in 2022. His administration focuses on economic empowerment, tackling unemployment, and addressing issues such as corruption and public debt. Kenya's history is a tapestry of indigenous cultures, colonial influences, and post-independence challenges and achievements, shaping the nation into the dynamic country it is today.